Welcome back to the tiny houseboat. Um, Not sure what I'm going to get into today. I'm either going to work on the bathroom. I have so many options. I can start building the shower. I can start running my plumbing. I do have my water pump that I can install, and I can get pressured water in here. But I'm still not sure what I'm going to do about the water tank, because initially when I started this project, I wasn't sure about the balance of this thing. The water tank was going to go into the cabinet, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Now the water tank is going to have to go here. I need a little bit more forward weight. But the problem of being the water tank here, whenever I'm sleeping and my body weight's here, plus a full tank of water, I'm gonna have a little lift to the port side. Anyway, like I said, I'm not sure what I'm gonna get into today. Either I'm gonna go buy the lumber and build the trim for both doors, finish that trim all the way up and cover this door, which I think that would be great progress. Or I could do the bathroom, or I could finish my plumbing. My list is getting shorter on things I have to do. Still need to make all my trim pieces for receptacles, but that's also that can come at a later time. I guess the important steps is to get out in the water. Once I seal my barrels, I got to pull all 18 barrels down, reseal them, and then I get out in the water. And of course, I'm in here watching Dateline, good old Charles Manson. Gotta have Dateline. Last night I installed my chart plotter. It's temporarily wired up. As you can see, temporary. I mean temporary. I've got to run all these wires to the console. I've got to buy 2 little power strips, and to give me a hot in the ground isolated terminals to tie in all my navigation panel and my SIMRAD. Now, let me show you the box for this. There's a SIMRAD. There's the Cruise series. There's a 9-inch. They make a Cruise, I think, in a 5, a 7, and a 9. This happens to be the 9-inch. You can Google all about it. It's really a great, easy to use display. A great to use unit, period. I haven't used this one. It's very similar to a Lowrance Hook Reveal 5SS. Is my only other experience that I've used a lot, and it's been about 2 years since I've used it. I no longer have the vessel that it was installed in. But anyway, this one should be straightforward to use. It's got a lot of features. I did buy the optional cover. I still have the plastic protective film on it, but I'm going to show you real time how it boots up, the lag time it has. Any unit under $2,000 is going to have some kind of lag time. This is not terrible by any means. This runs off a satellite, no phone service or anything to worry about. It shows you live. I can see my reflection. See all that gray hair? Time for a shave, huh? Anyway, it uses satellites. It has real-time tide charts, sun and moon phases. A lot of valuable information in here. And as you can see, it's booting up. This is real-time. Not a lot of videos will talk about the lag, but the lag's not really a problem. First thing that comes on is do not rely on this as a primary source of navigation. Disclaimer: press the check is okay. The X is a back button, as far as I can tell. And this is when it loads up. What I like, it tells me my voltage, which I also have a voltmeter here, but it tells me my voltage. It will tell me water temp and speed over ground and the depth. This is a pretty cool unit. It tells you your GPS coordinates. And my last heading was 6.57 miles when I booted it up and tried to play with it. And satellite service, and that even has a clock. So it's a pretty accurate clock. Okay, so when you first buy this unit and look on my camera, you can see the frame rate. It flickers due to the frame rate of the camera is not synced with the frame rate of the display. That's normal, but when I'm looking at it with my eyes, it is clear, no flickering. It's very nice. On the camera, a camera on a digital screen, a camera tends to dull the view, and it also has the flicker. It's like take your phone and try to take a picture of something on your computer screen. You'll get the same effect. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the difference between the stock C-map and the upgraded Navionics card. In my opinion, the Navionics card is worth the money. And what I'll show you there, I can go, I think, to options. It's been a while. Yes, chart source. Right now I'm in Navionics. Let's go to US Coast. And this is the stock maps that come in the unit. Now, you see how different it looks? There's nothing wrong with stock maps. Nothing at all. Okay. This is a lake that's local to me. It's called Lake Boudreaux. On Google Maps, it's called Lake Poudreau. There's nothing wrong with using navigation with these maps at all. I mean, it will definitely get you to the lake. It doesn't tell you depth. It doesn't show you channel markers. It doesn't show you obstructions on the stock maps. Alright, now since we're in Lake Boudreaux, let me go ahead and switch it to Navionics. And again, I paid $100 for the card. I got the US Coastal. And what the US Coastal is from Texas all the way to Florida. I think Central Florida. It shows about 100 miles of inland, all the waterways that are plotted. Now, you see the difference on the Navionics? I know where buoys at, sandbars, little islands that are no longer there, but it's very shallow. It's under the water. It's there. It shows me all the buoys, the ship channel, and it shows more defined detail in marshes and bayous. In fact, let me go to locks. The Boudreaux Canal locks. Oh, I went too far. There's a Boudreaux Canal bridge right there. Shows you bridge clearances. That shows you the height and width. The height is 4.9 feet above water, and that's at today's tide. And the width is 51.7 feet for the Boudreaux Canal Bridge. Now, let me show you that. On stock C-map. I never looked at the difference, but I'm sure it has a difference. Stock C-map doesn't even show the bridge. That's why to me the Navionics card is worth buying. Prices range from $60 to $150, even a $200 package. It all depends on how much detail you want. There's a platinum card. I don't buy the platinum because this display, the frame rate, and the lag time, buying the platinum would have been a waste of money. The platinum offers faster load and different features that this plotter's it'll probably handle it, but it's not really going to benefit a whole much from buying the platinum package. And this is a set of locks. It doesn't actually show the locks. The locks have been there a while. I would expect there to be information on it, but it shows you a structure is there. Okay, let's go out to a lake, a local lake. You see it's still loading. I didn't let it load. This is the lag time I was talking about. You know, you gotta give a good few seconds to load up. The newer model of this is a touchscreen. Okay, this is Lake Decad, Louisiana. Let's go to where all the camps are. I want to show you something there. See, I gotta let it load. My buddy's got a camp there. I don't want to show you his camp. Exactly where it's at. There's a lot of camps in Lake Decad. Okay, this is what I want to show you. See, all these little things sticking out, that's people's docks. This is all plotted and mapped as people's docks. When it shows sandy area, it's not a beach. It just means the ground is barely above the water, wherever the sandy areas are at. And you see how the docks are the same color as the sand. That's because the docks are very low to the water, within 1 foot above the water. Let's look at that on C-Map. See what C-Map shows you. C-Map just shows you the waterway. So I think if you're gonna be doing a lot of night cruising, which I mean people do night cruising without a radar, I think Navionics card is valuable to have. It shows you things that are not on regular maps. C-Maps is alright. It's pretty good. It's basic navigation, but you really benefit if you buy the upgraded Navionics card. In some places it shows you water depth. The way Navionics works is open source. It means if I buy it, if I know the water depth, if I pass through here, I can actually go into my plotter and I can type in and mark the water depth. And when I get home, I can store all that on my SD card, and I can pull out my Navionics card. I can upload it to my computer, and I can save it, and I can publish it to where anyone who buys a Navionics card after that has the option to add my markings in there. It will have water depth or obstructions, or anything listed that someone edits. It will be in there. Now that doesn't mean it's entirely accurate because you're relying on people. And I think there's a sunken vessel right here or an obstruction, which I remember an obstruction being there. It's been a while since I've been there, but there is something under the water right here. This is something that somebody added in. It's a wreck. It's a sunken boat in the middle of the canal after one of the hurricanes. Now, if I wanted to, if I can identify what it is, I can edit on here what it is. Say 22-foot Mako. I can add that in, and then I can store it on the card, pull the card out, upload it on my computer, go to the Navionics webpage. I can update and I can upload, and then everyone who bought this map would see a 22-foot Mako. But that's not what it is. I really don't know what it is. Yeah, there's a valuable tool in Southeast Louisiana. See all this marsh? I mean, could you imagine trying to navigate, finding your way through all this? Let's go here, for instance, without a chart plotter. And this is a pretty accurate chart plotter. Now let's put this on C-Maps. I've been to this area without a chart plotter, but I didn't venture far off into everything, although I would love to. But usually down here is a lot of wind year round. There's shallow bays, mostly used by duck hunters and crab fishermen. But as you can see, it'd be easy to get lost. So yeah, if you're not a believer in a chart plotter and you think it's just a waste of money, do some research. There's not a lot of videos comparing what comes with it as far as map wise compared to Navionics. Let's go to US Maps, the stock preloaded maps. Now you see what I'm talking about? If you want to navigate to that area, there's nothing there. It's not navigational. It's not charted, but it is navigational. It's just not charted. Stock maps only marks main bayous and channels. Let's go here. We got red and green, which mean buoys. It does take a while to navigate. I can hold it, but then it starts moving really fast, and it goes too fast. The newer model of this is a touchscreen, the Go. Touchscreen probably would be a little better for some of you, but I'm perfectly fine with this. I don't mind taking my time. Now, this is on C-Maps. Let's see where this area is at. Bayou Platte, Wax Bayou, 4 Point. Yeah. I've never been here. I passed there when I was a kid, but so this is navigational buoys. This leads to a little community. I believe 4 Point, is it? Yeah. Bayou Platte. Yeah, it leads to a little camp and fishing community called 4 Point. Nice little area. See how Navionics shows it? Not much different. But again, Navionics shows the finer detail and like little bayous. Let's go somewhere way out there. Okay, you know what? Okay, this is looks like the Chapelai Basin right here. I've actually been to a place. Oh, let me try to get to it. Way in here. And oh, my camera's veering off. My other chart plotter, it didn't show a bayou, and this one doesn't either. Plum Bayou. Alright, on Plum Bayou, I've been to Tank Battery, I had to go look at a job. There's a long section of curvy bayou that's like 40 foot deep and lots of marsh. It's not even on sea maps. Because I remember when I was passing through it with my 5SS, we went through miles of nothing. It showed that we were running through marsh, through land. I have a video of that somewhere, stashed away. That was a long ride. I think I put almost 200 miles on my boat that day. Let's see what I want to do. Got lost for a second, disoriented. So in this case, sea maps actually shows a bayou. Prosperity Bayou. Well, that's not loaded on Navionics because apparently no one's ever been there and charted it and updated Navionics. So there's some things about Navionics. It's relying on users to plot everything, and you know, users are doing a great job. There's a lot of areas. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that the real-time lag, which is not terrible for me at all. Let's go to some pipeline bayous. And this might look crazy to some of y'all, but these are all cool bayous to go ride down. It's like it's out in the middle of nowhere. You know, it's peaceful, it's quiet, tall trees and a breeze. You know, there's plenty of places, and there's a lot of things that's not on the maps at all. Yeah, this shows you little islands, places to avoid. Or the sea map won't show you. Let's see the sea map. Sea map might be better, huh? Yeah, it's not better. So yeah, is it worth the money to buy an upgraded Navionics card? Yes, I think it is. The stock sea maps is basic. It'll get you where you need to go. But there's a lot of things it's not going to show you. Like Lake Pichon, or it's Penchant. As far as I know, it's called Pichon. Down here we have a lot of words that are not pronounced like they're spelled. Rackersea Bay. Oh, this is Lake Michon. So the other one must be Lake. It is Lake Penchant. Now that I'm saying it, I've heard of Lake Penchant and Lake Michon. I used to think it was Michant, but it's Michon. You know, you talk to a lot of people down here. Oh yeah, you just go down. You know where Turtle Bay is at? I'm like, no. And they try to explain to you. I don't know where Turtle Bay is at, but it shows me on the map where Turtle Bay is at. You know, we have a lot of things that don't sound like they're spelled in southeast Louisiana. You see here, it doesn't tell me every bayou name. Not until you get really close, but it shows me pipeline instructions. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let me get out of the maps. Some of the features. Okay, it gives you the option for chart, echo, sonar, and there's a navigation feature to where it's similar to like Google Maps driving in your car. I'd have to select a course, of course, but let me show you. It puts the screen on like an angle, and it gives you a compass heading to where if I was selecting a navigation course, if I want to go over here, I would start navigation and it would tilt the screen as if I was driving down a roadway. But I'm doing it in the bayou, and of course it gives me your compass heading. It still gives you your depth, your speed over ground, and COG. I forgot what COG is. Anyway, it's awesome, and it tells you what degree you have to steer to get to your course if you would plot it. That's a cool feature I don't think I'll ever use. And then of course you can split screen it between regular navigation chart and the depth sounder, sonar, and then you could do the navigation and your chart plotter. It's awesome. And something else I like that it has, you can look at view all your waypoints. Trip intel, it tells you the data on your trip, how many miles you traveled, how many miles you have to go, stuff like that. And it has a cool tide chart. It's searching satellites for the most current tide charts for tide buoys that are closest to me, and the closest one I believe is in Cocodrie, which is a good 12 miles from me. Yeah, a good 10-12 miles from me is the closest. Right now I was searching satellites, and again this is live. This is a typical lag time. And this tells me at 8:41 a.m. that's what the buoy recorded. 11:23 tells me when the sun rises, when the sun sets, the peak of tide. Right now, I guess the tide's on the way back down. It's definitely pretty cool. Let me get out of that. And also the sun and the moon is pretty cool. I don't know how useful it's going to be. Some fishermen, that's very useful. It tells you when the sun rises, when the sun sets, and what moon phase is working on. So that's very useful for fishing. A lot of people use the moon for fishing. The cycles of the moon, the phases, and I don't do all that. But yeah, this is what I got. This is what I installed. I bought this last year on clearance. I'm very happy with it. Let's see if it shows my map coverage on my C map. I don't believe it does. I don't believe it shows exact coverage. No, it's not going to show me my exact coverage where it's accurate. But the C map I bought, it's called the Gulf Coast, and it goes from I think almost from Corpus Christi, about 100 miles inland, and follows the coast all the way around, and it goes down almost to the Florida Keys, I believe. Or it may even go to the Florida Keys. I'm gonna have to check online what is the C map that I bought covers. It also has stuff way out in the Gulf, like way out. Local fishing spots, obstructions. Not that I'm taking this barrel boat out in the Gulf. Let's see where the C maps has that. What does it show? It just shows the basic Gulf shelf. Every line represents a depth change. Somewhere out here we have what's called the Flower Garden, Grand Banks Flower Garden. It's the only coral reef in the Gulf of Mexico. It's about 300 foot of water. It just tells you water depth. See, it goes from 203 to 1,700 feet of water, and 2,300 feet, 4,000. You know, supposedly the meteor killed the dinosaurs right here in the Gulf. Not near me. I say not near me. On the scale of the size of the Earth, it's near me, but it's not. So over here, that's what created this. You know, 9,000 feet, 10,000 feet. You think that's accurate? I'm assuming that's foot markings, like water depth. I don't know, I'm going to do some research on that. I'm pretty sure these are water depth markings. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough of this for now. If I want to power it off, I can. You can put in night mode. You can change the brightness. The brightness is not all the way up right now. It gets really bright, and you can drop it down for really dim. X is to go back. Night mode, it basically just changes the color and tone. You know, red doesn't affect your vision. And you can change the instrument bar color. Oh, you can also record your sonar. That's pretty neat. Yeah. It's got more features than I need, but I got it on clearance for $400. I'm not going to complain about the unit. It far exceeds my 5SS Lowrance I had. Oop, almost dropped it. Which I had about $550 invested to get the Lowrance 5SS with the Navionics card. With about $550 invested. I paid $400 for this unit and $120 for the card, so I got a little less money than the 5SS invested, and I have a way bigger screen with more features. So yeah, I'll end this video here. I just wanted to show y'all what I had going on, and when I mount my steering wheel, it's not in the view. My steering wheel is low and my steering wheel is straight. Most boat consoles that people angle the steering wheel because of my cable pulley system, it has to be straight, which I'm happier with a straight wheel. So I can also bolt down the console, cut my hole, put my steering in today, and start wiring up my console. I've got a lot to do. I just got to pick what I want to do. I'm kind of being lazy. I was really thinking about taking a nap on the couch, you know. I'm just being lazy today. But I do have a lot of stuff I have to get done. I still need to make my water diverter for the AC so I can get rid of that diverter. I need to finish the AC actually. I need to build the blocks to lock the AC, and the AC is not locked in. This foam is wedging and holding the AC in right now. And of course I need to clean it with all the sawdust. It picks up sawdust quick. But yeah, I've got a lot to do. Still hoping to be out in the water by the end of this month. We are I think the 20th of June or 21st. I'm still hoping to be out in the water. And you know, I can just sit here and watch TV all day. I started to think maybe I should have put the TV somewhere else, but then while I was driving, if I would have put the TV there for a better view on the sofa, it had been really close to my face, and you know, I need to not obstruct my view, which is the purpose of putting the truck plotter there. I didn't want to put the TV right here. It would have been a good location, but I plan on building my pantry right there. Got some shelving and cabinets. I could have put the TV lower, which it wouldn't have hurt me none to have the TV a little lower. But I figured that was the best spot. I mean, when I put this in the bed and lay down, the TV's in an awesome spot. But I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm gonna try to relax, which I'm sure I'll do. I'm a bit lazy. I got a lot of work to do, but I'm so close to the finish line. I would like to get this done. I'm sure y'all would too. See her out in the water, how she performs. No matter what, we're gonna have an adventure. I did float this before the furniture and interior walls, and she was very stable. I had 3 adults. You know, we all get on one side. She would list over, I don't know, a good 6 inches, but it was very stable. So 3 200-pound adults, 600 pounds of weight, and it was fine. I estimated my interior weight would have been a max of 700 pounds. I can't tell you exactly how much weight I've got right now. I'm at 3,000 pounds or slightly above total weight. My cabin was 1,000 pounds, roughly 1,000 pounds, before I added the interior walls and the furniture. And then of course I have to add a couple of deep cycle batteries and a 20-gallon water tank. I'm not sure if I better fill that water tank up or not. It's yet to be seen, but I'll be the first one to know. You will be the second. So yeah, stay tuned. See y'all on the next one. Appreciate y'all stopping by.